Hello, welcome to our Wednesday webinar. Today you're going to see how we plan step by step an individual wardrobe for a bedroom like this. Yeah, also how we create the room, the door and a window, as well as how we bring the mirrors on the front. Yeah, so first of all, we can also turn on the ceiling. Yeah, and now we are starting our project. Yeah, we can here also turn the room off, and we turn the smart legs on. Yeah, that is our project planned in TrunCAD, and we click on File and start a new project. When there are any questions, just let me know in the chat. Yeah, so first of all, we can start with a room. So we can turn on the room and click here on Windows. Now we can choose the distance to the left side, from the left side, bottom is all right, and the width. And then we drag and drop our window on here. Yeah, and the same for the door. Now we type in the width, the height, and the distance to left. And when we go here on the material tab, we can also choose here different materials. So it would be like for the bottom this material, and for the window frame and for the door you can also look for the texture for the door, and then we just drag it and drop it. Yeah, then the room is prepared and we can turn off the room. So then we start with the first cabinet, and the first cabinet is the drawer. So in this case we have in total 6 different cabinets. Yeah, we can click here on a smart click in front of the cabinet and go here in the setting, and we can give it a different name. Yeah, I call it here drawer and save it. So now we only have one cabinet, which is a drawer, and now we type in the width of the cabinet, that is 900. It's 1500. So the height is 200. So, and the distance from the bottom to the bottom is 600. Yeah, that is our drawer. We turn off the plinth, and this is a cabinet with a different material. So we click here on the material tab, type in the filter here 18, or in this case we already have it here. We activate the checkbox all parts of the group. So, and here we want to let the horizontal passing for the left and right side. So that is our first cabinet. Our second cabinet will be here the bottom of the left cabinet. So that's why we click here on the cabinet tab. Yeah, type in here the width is 600 millimeter, as well as the height is 600 and the depth is 500. The distance to bottom is 0. And we want to have this cabinet here on the middle wall. That's why it's important to drag and drop it on the middle wall, and we need to keep the mouse arrow directly here on the wall. It was a mistake. Okay, so this I actually don't know what's happened now, but when we can also quick fix it, we can click here and type in distance bottom -600, and here distance to the left -600. As in it's the same. I need to check it later on. In the preparation it works like this, because we see here it's automatically was chosen this point. Okay, so the next cabinet should be above here. Yeah, and there are always more ways to plan in TrunCAD. Yeah, one way is to type in here the distance left. That would be 900, and the distance to the bottom would be here in this case 600 plus 200, it's 800, and then we put it here. Yeah, now it was working. Yeah, so but here I didn't change the height in the drop down menu, but it doesn't matter so much. We can also click here on the height of the cabinet and type in 1800, and we want to delete the plinths, so we choose no plinths. So all right, that is the left side of the big cabinet. Yeah, and on beginning I gave it here a different name. Yeah, we can also click here on the 3-dot button, and we can call this also like bottom left, and here top left. Yeah, that we have an orientation later on when we have cabinets with more projects with more cabinets. Yeah, then we have a list and we know what cabinet we are here. So now we are coming to the biggest one. Yeah, therefore we go here to the drop-down menu for the cabinet, and the width of the biggest cabinet is 1800 mil. The height is 2500 mil. Depth is the same. So the distance to left, yeah, when I just put it now on here, that's why it doesn't matter what's in here. I just drag it and drop it on the smart click, and it's automatically getting connected. You see when it's yellow like this, then it's connected. All right. I saw that this it has to be 1600. Yeah, you see here it's 100 millimeter lower, and that is because we just want to have one trim. So here in the biggest cabinet we add 2 verticals, and we go a step back and activate here the trim. So you see the cabinet is getting smaller. When we type in here 100, it's getting smaller, and it's now on the same level like the left one. And here we want to have an overlap to left of 581. Yeah, it's 600 minus 18. So because later on we will extend this, that we don't have a, that is closed. And here we have one plinth, yeah, on the top, and it should be here flush to front. Yeah, and on the right side we want to have a visible side. So that is well done. And here we go back to the top left cabinet. Yeah, and here we want to have on the left side also a visible side. And here we want to have an overlap to top for 100. Yeah, that the gap is closed. Yeah, then here the gap is closed. All right. So when this is done, yeah, here is coming the questions. We don't have to have here a visible side. Yeah, we can also click on here, and we can say we want to have an overlap of 100. That is also possible. And in this case, we can extend it to 600. When we go here to the fourth cabinet, our big one, and we make the extension. I just drag it here, and I make the extension here to 600, then it's everything nice covered. All right. Yeah, this is working now, and we're continuing with here's the left part. Yeah, therefore we click on the cabinet tab, and this should have a width of 900, a height of 900, 300, and depth 321. So, and I showed you, I want to show you something else here. When we type in here, distance left should be 0, and distance bottom, we type in 600. So you have more ways. Yeah, when you drag it and drop it on this smart click here, you see it's when you drag it and drop it, it's ignoring this. Yeah, I will delete this. Just click here on the smart click in front of the cabinet and here on the cross. When you click on here and click now add cabinet, then here the program is adding this cabinet. When you click copy cabinet, it's copying the activated cabinet, which is here the drawer. In this case, we just want to add the cabinet. Yeah, and when you click on the smart click and add the cabinet, it's coming with a distance to the bottom. Yeah, so we delete here the plinth. So, and now you can also click on here. You can also copy the cabinet. Yeah, then it's copying this cabinet. When you add the cabinet, then it's coming, its default is coming, and the default is coming with the plinth. That's why I show you again. Yeah, And first of all, I say here 0. So the difference is when you click on here, click add cabinet, the default cabinet is coming with this measurements. And when you click here, copy, then its current cabinet is coming. Yeah. So I delete this again and activate this cabinet. And we are copying this cabinet and it's coming without the plinths. Yeah. Maybe it's better to watch it in a replay. Yeah, when the webinar is done, you can also go back and watch it again. So yeah, the top cabinet has a height of 800. That's why we click here 800. And it has also here a trim on top. And the trim has a height of 100. So, and it's flush to front. So, and the width of it is, the depth is 300. Yeah, because we wanna have here a front, but not on the bottom, and it will be flush to front. Yeah, that is where we're going now. Yeah, we made like all cabinets, and now we are going to the, yeah, we divided this cabinet. We are going now to the interior. Oh no, we go here to the division because we want to divide here this cabinet, and we want to go here to the material, and we want to change here this material. That is all right. And the other cabinets also get a different material. So they get like the gray color. So yeah, and here we can also, we can do it one by one. So for every cabinet. Yeah, or you can also, it would be smarter to click all cabinets. Yeah, then you just need one drag and drop action. And this tool you do with the other. But in my case, I already made this. That's why I just dragged it one by one. So now I click here also all cabinets for all groups. And because here the plinths have the same group for all cabinets. All right, now the materials are good, and here for the back we also have the 9mm material. Okay, this is well done, and now we are going to the interior tab, and here we want to have an adjustable shelf in here in the top left, and here we want to have 4. Here we want to have 5. And in the middle ones, we want to have 2. So, and they are related in relation 1 to 4 to 1 to each other. That's why I click on the smart click, type in height of area 4, and then they are related in relation 1 4 to 1 to each other. So then I want to have an interior drawer in this, and should have a height of maximum height of 300. Then we drag it and drop it, and the same with the close rail. It should have a distance to the top of 100 millimeter, and here that is the hardware, and then we just drag it and drop it in here. And I want to copy this area. That's why I need to click here on the smart click. You see the whole area is purple colored. You need to make sure that you don't copy the whole area. We just want to have the left one from this cabinet. Click on here, and here you see the copy symbol. And here we click on the smart click again, and here we paste it. So then we are also well done with the interior, and now we are going to the front, and here we don't need to have the smart clicks. Here we can turn it off, and here on this cabinet we want to have a drawer also with a Movento, and we just drag it and drop it in here. Now later on we change the color, and here we also change the overlap. But first of all we are adding all fronts. Here we want to have a double door for here. So here on the bottom we want to have a front door, and here we want to have a left door, and here on the right side we want to have a right door. So, and on the middle we want to have mirrors. So that's why we need to activate here the mirrors. I saw it was already activated. That's why I need to delete it, because I accidentally already activated the mirror. I will delete it here again. Just click on smart click for delete. That was my mistake. So it wasn't not for the drawers, it's only for the door. So now the mirror is, the checkbox is deactivated. And we choose here the double door for here. That is all right. Here we want to have a right door and the left door. Now it's also the default white. And when you activate here the checkbox for the mirror, it's also good that you have your distance, because then we have like a frame. The mirror is getting smaller from the edges. And now it's activated, and now we can drag and drop the left door in here and the right one on here. So now we are changing also the material. We are going back to the material tab, and here we have now the front group, and that is for all cabinets. And now we deactivate all cabinets and all parts of the group, and we want to have now a glass front for the mirror. Yeah. In TrunCAD itself, you can't have a native mirror, but you can have it here with glass. Yeah, you see also it's a bit more mirroring. Yeah, and you see it also in here. Later on, it's looking a bit more nice. And here we need to change. Yeah, that's what I meant before. Yeah, we have now all group of the fronts have the same material, but here we only want to change the draw. So, yeah, and you see here we want to have an overlap of 21. Yeah, you see the draw is automatically going down, and here for the left. For the left side, we also want to have an overlap. That is all right. Okay, cool. Now we are almost done. Yeah, now we need to check the handles. Yeah, because when we click here on front, we want to have the drillings for the handles. When we change this to 300, yeah, for all cabinets, yeah, you see here we can give the cabinets different names. I started with it. Here that is our when we close it, yeah, then all handles have. I need to go back. Need to change this to 300, and then all cabinets. So, and here we can remove a checkbox, then it won't get the setup. Yeah, but when we leave it all, then all get here the big handles. So when we go back to the cabinet tab, yeah, you can here, that is a big right one. Yeah, you can call it like you want. Yeah, and because in our case we want to now remove all handles except of the big right. Yeah, that's why we can. You see the red one is always the activated one. When we click here on front and choose here no handle, then you see the handle is disappearing. And when we click now on all cabinets, we want to remove the handles on all cabinet except the big right one. Yeah, that's why we remove the checkbox here. We are closing it. Yeah, and everywhere the handles getting removed. So I do it again, no handles for all cabinets. So yeah, now all handles are removed except here for our big right cabinet. Yeah, and last but not least, we can now remove all smart clicks. We can turn on a room. And now we are well done. If you want, you can also click on a room tab and you can set the ceiling invisible and also like the right wall. Here you see now also the difference for the mirror. You see there's like a mirror, and If you want, you can also click on the material tab and choose here, when you type in wall, you can also choose here different texture for the wall. So last but not least, you can also click on the red eye and show it with open fronts. Yeah, or also with visible fronts, with visible drawers, and with closed fronts again. Yeah, or when you click also here on the red eye, and click here on a red cube, you can choose also different views, like the glass view, the edge bending view. You can choose your favorite and present it to your customer. All right, now we are done with the project. Last but not least, you can also click here on data export to get your cutting list and so on. So yeah, we wish you lots of fun to planning it yourself, and thank you for watching and see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.